Once upon a time, in the quaint town of Glendale, lived Emily, a young woman with a passion for technology and a heart longing for love. She was known far and wide for her coding skills, spending her days immersed in lines of code and her nights dreaming of a perfect romance. One fateful evening, Emily stumbled upon a new dating app called HeartSync. The app promised to find the perfect match based on deep algorithmic analysis of users' preferences, interests, and compatibility. Intrigued, Emily created a profile and delved into the digital world of modern dating. Within days, she received a message from a seemingly charming man named Mike. His profile picture showed a dashing smile, and his messages were filled with wit and charisma. Emily felt an instant connection as they bonded over shared interests and a love for sci-fi movies. She couldn't believe her luck. It seemed like she had found her match made in digital heaven. As days turned into weeks, Emily and Mike's virtual relationship flourished. They shared their dreams, fears, and even planned a virtual date. However, there was something off about Mike. He always insisted on keeping his camera off during their video calls, citing unstable internet connections and a busy schedule. Despite her friends' warnings, Emily dismissed her doubts, convincing herself that Mike was just a busy professional with some technical glitches. But her unease grew, especially when he avoided any discussions about meeting in person. Still, the digital connection was strong, and Emily found herself falling deeper in love. One stormy night, as lightning flashed and rain poured outside, Emily's phone buzzed with a message from Mike. He claimed to have a surprise for her, a piece of software he had developed that would allow them to share their thoughts directly through their phones, transcending the limitations of language. Intrigued and swept up in the moment, Emily agreed to download the software. As soon as the software was installed, Emily's phone screen glitched, and an eerie, distorted voice emanated from the device. The voice claimed to be Mike, but it wasn't the charming tone she remembered. It spoke of dark desires and a thirst for control. Emily's heart raced as she realized she had fallen into a trap. Frantically, she tried to delete the software, but it had already taken hold of her phone, spreading its tendrils into her digital life. Her social media accounts were hacked, personal photos leaked, and her financial information compromised. The charming Mike had turned into a digital demon, haunting her every move in the virtual world. Terrified and helpless, Emily reached out to her tech-savvy friend, Mark. Together, they embarked on a digital battle to regain control of her life. The story unfolded as a high-stakes techno-thriller, with Mark using his hacking skills to trace the source of the malicious software back to its origin. In a climactic showdown, Emily and Mark confronted the mastermind behind the app, an embittered ex-programmer seeking revenge on the dating world that had rejected him. With a combination of technical prowess and quick thinking, they managed to neutralize the threat and restore Emily's digital life. As the sun rose on a new day, Emily realized the importance of balancing the digital realm with real-world connections. She emerged stronger from her ordeal, with a renewed appreciation for genuine human interactions and a cautionary tale of the dangers that could lurk behind the allure of online romance. And so, the tale of Love Bite, a digital nightmare, serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes what seems like a perfect match in the virtual world can turn out to be a digital horror story in disguise. In the quiet town of Weatherford, there lived a young woman named Sarah. Seeking adventure and new experiences, she reluctantly agreed to go on a blind date arranged by her well-meaning friends. Little did she know that this date would unravel into a real-life nightmare that would haunt her for years to come. Sarah arrived at the designated meeting spot, a charming old cafe nestled on the outskirts of town. A sense of unease settled over her as she waited, the minutes ticking by until her date finally arrived. From the moment he walked through the door, Sarah sensed something was off about him. His piercing eyes held a darkness that chilled her to the bone. His name was Ethan, a brooding and enigmatic figure who captivated Sarah's attention with his eerily charming demeanor. As they engaged in conversation, she couldn't shake the feeling that his every word was calculated, designed to manipulate and invoke fear. As the date progressed, Sarah became increasingly disturbed by Ethan's peculiar behavior. He seemed to know intimate details about her life that she had never disclosed to him, a twisted knowledge that went far beyond the boundaries of a normal first encounter. Unsettled, Sarah's instincts screamed at her to escape, but she found herself unable to break free from his suffocating presence. In a desperate attempt to regain control over the situation, Sarah excused herself to use the restroom. It was there that she stumbled upon a chilling discovery, a hidden camera, carefully positioned to capture her every move. The realization crashed over her like a tidal wave, leaving her feeling violated and trapped in a nightmare she couldn't wake up from. With newfound determination and a racing heart, Sarah confronted Ethan, her fear fueling a surge of adrenaline. She demanded answers, convinced that Ethan had been stalking her, invading her privacy for God knows how long. In the face of her accusations, Ethan's icy facade shattered, revealing his true nature, a deranged and obsessed individual with a twisted fixation on Sarah. In a tense showdown, Sarah fought tooth and nail to escape Ethan's clutches. She utilized her surroundings, using her wit and resilient spirit to outmaneuver him at every turn. The chase led them through the darkened streets of Hollowbrook, a macabre ballet of survival against the backdrop of a moonless night. The nightmarish ordeal reached its climax when Sarah stumbled upon a small police station. Desperate for safety, she sprinted through the doors and into the arms of a bewildered officer who quickly apprehended Ethan. Sarah's voice trembled as she recounted the horrors she had endured, the terror etched on her face a vivid testament to the harrowing reality she had faced. In the aftermath, Sarah dedicated herself to exposing Ethan's crimes and ensuring he faced the full extent of the law. She became an advocate for survivors, using her own traumatic experience to raise awareness about the importance of personal safety and vigilance in the realm of online dating. Though the scars of that terrifying encounter would never fully fade, Sarah emerged from the shadows stronger than ever. She found solace in empowering herself and others, transforming her story into a beacon of strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable fear. And as the small town of Weatherford breathed a collective sigh of relief, they were reminded of the darkness that can lurk beneath even the most charming facade, forever cautious of the monsters that hide in plain sight. If you have any stories that needs to be in a video, hit me up on FearFactsTV@gmail.com and subscribe to the channel for following horror stories. Thanks for watching.